Okay, so this is the basic problem. Yeah, basic problem with so the cat file, cat command. So to evaluate this one, so we'd like to perform, or would like to learn something. So two different types of editors. First editor is NaNo, nano. So followed by your file name, whatever the file name you are expected to have. So you have to put a particular file name. Just now I have created file1. So yes, it has been opened something like, so this is the nano editor, which could be seems like this. It is GNU Nano 2.9.3 is the version of this particular nano. And you do have many number of options which are available with you. So I'm not to go through all these options. I'm supposed to go through only one option. That option is exit. Control X I am supposed to take into consideration. Remaining all other options could not be taken into consideration by me. So however, so here you can navigate your cursor like anything. If you want to modify, or if you want to do any kind of other operations, yes, you could perform any kind of other operations. It is a bit user friendly. Okay, it is a bit user friendly. You can type anything here. You could type whatever the specifications here. You can move here and there by using flow lines. Using flow lines, you could go ahead and you can navigate like anything. I hope that you maybe observe my cursor, how it could be moved towards each and every character here. Okay, so using these flow lines, so arrow lines, you can navigate like anything. There is no problem at all within this particular nano here. Okay, so wanted to save the contents of this nano. So you just operate Control X. It will ask you. So wanted to everything has been stored in buffer. Actually, in kernel, everything has been stored in the kernel. So wanted to save or not save. Yes, what kind of answer you have? Let me consider yes. If I would soon pressing yes, shall I write the contents on the same file which we have written previously? Within the same file, shall I write the same contents here? It may be ask you one more question. So here you just put the enter key. If you put enter key, obviously it could be written and can be come back to the what you call prompt of the Unix operating system. Now you can see cat, so file one. So you have to display the contents of the file. Whatever the contents so far you have modified using nano, it will be so recorded and it could be displayed to you. So nano is very simple and very useful to us, because it is as like as Windows operating system notepad only, but notepad is some more flexible actually. Notepad is some more flexible when compared to nano. But so here, as far as Unix operating system is concerned, so nano is somewhat flexible, very much flexible. And nano could be always taken nano followed by your file name, whatever the file name of file you are supposed to take, and it could be open the file contents, and you can modify like anything. And Control X, in the sense it will ask you to modify. I didn't make any kind of modifications just before it is opened using nano, so that it has been directly closed. If you did any kind of modifications, everything will be converted to or sent to buffer in kernel. And if you want to save the contents, so it may be ask you one question. Yes, wanted to save, wanted to discard, whatever the specification you have. So you have to give so-called specification to perform the same kind of operation here. And very importantly, one more very important editor is there, that is VI. Editor name is VI. So VI followed by your file name. Let me consider FILE1 again. Let me take the same file name again. So it will also open so same kind of editor, but there is huge difference between general nano and VI here. So it's also show you in the similar fashion. There is no problem. If it is not edited here in VI, there are two modes are available. There are two modes are available. Mode number one will be called as mode number one will be editing mode, let me increase the size and make it bold. So editing mode, and so second one is non-editing mode. So there are two different types of modes which are available with us. Either it is an editing mode or it is a non-editing mode. If editing mode, so you could not use the flow lines and all other operations here. If it is non-editing mode, yes, you could use so flow lines to navigate your cursor right away from one line to another line. I'll show you how it could be. So now it is non-editing mode. How could you say it is editing or it is non-editing? In the sense, you can see your file contents will be whatever the name of your file, how many lines are there, how many characters are there. It has been displayed in the status bar. So then you are in non-editing mode. If it is, if it could be displayed, then you will be considered, your VI editor will be considered as non-editing mode. Okay, so you are not editing to manipulate the contents here. So you can use your flow lines. I'm using my flow lines so that I may be so use the flow lines to navigate here and there throughout the lines, so something like that. So when you have to convert from non-editing to editing, in the sense, there are two commands, or there are two different types of keystrokes which are used to make your file into editing mode. Number one, so first keystroke will be so A, small a. A in the sense, what do you mean by A? So A in the sense append mode. I'll show you what is append mode. And second one is I in the sense insert mode. Okay, there are two different types of modes which are available to make your VI file into editing mode. So I'll show you. First one is A. First of all, you need to type A. Then you have to make some kind of insertions. I mean, either A or I, you may be type either of these two, and then you have to make some kind of insertions here. So after making some kind of modifications in your file, then how could you come back from editing to non-editing? How could you convert your file from editing to non-editing? So anywhere else, if you want to come come out from the editing to non-editing, in the sense, simply have to apply escape key. If you apply escape key, obviously it will be comes to editing to non-editing mode. Okay, you just look at this. So it is already in non-editing mode. You could not type anything here. So other than A and I, if you type anything, it could not be so type anymore here. Okay, it could not be type anymore here. So look at this. I'll open one more time. Yes. So it could not be type anymore. So other than any other A and I, it could not be do any kind of operation here. Now let me type A here. Let me put your cursor, my cursor at K, which is there in the last line. If I would operate A, it will be moves to next position of K. Look at that, next position of K. So as and when you have to make your file from non-editing to editing mode, so this status line has been disappeared. You please observe this one. Nothing is there in the status line. Now I'd like to come back from editing to non-editing. Just apply escape. If you do apply escape, look at this. Your cursor will be come back to this K, and now you can apply your flow lines like anything. Let me operate capital A, and then if you apply this flow lines, instead of moving towards up and down, so look at this, up and down, otherwise right and left, it has been generating some ASCII codes, A, B, C, D. Some ASCII codes has been generated. I am not really applying A, B, C, D here. I am moving only flow lines only. Down flow line B, up flow line A, and then left flow line D, and the right flow line, so that is C. It has been generated. Now these are not required by me. These are not required by me. So all these A, B, C, Ds are not required by me. As and when we are typing any executable file or program, so then these are not required by me. Then what shall we have to do? So you must convert from editing to non-editing. So non-editing in the sense, simply press escape key, As and when you have to press escape key, it will be moves one step back. The cursor will be, look at this, cursor will be, so there after C, so if I would operate escape, then it will be moves, so one step back. After this one, so to delete a particular character, delete a character, one character, you just operate DD. So continuously 2Ds must be gets operated to delete a particular character, one character. Whereas if you want to delete so a line, complete line at a time, you just operate X. You just operate X if you want to delete one particular line at a time. Okay. So you need to remember these two commands which are useful to you to delete one particular character at a time. Otherwise, one particular line completely at a time. If you want to do at a time, so you have to perform these operations here. So look at this. I'll show you one more time. So wanted to delete one particular character. Let me delete one particular character at this level. So wanted to delete at this particular level K. I want to delete K at this moment. So you have to operate double D. Okay. What I have specified here, that is DD in the sense, DD in the sense, I'm sorry, DD in the sense it could be delete complete line. So XX in the sense it could be delete one particular character. So I have given in Volta mode. So however, whatever it may be, wanted to delete one particular character here. So X will be, so I'm applying X here. I'm applying X here. So it has been deleting 111 character here, 111 character. Whereas if I would delete, if you would wanted to delete the complete line at a time, so DD would apply DD at a time, then it could be deletes. So line by line, you please observe, I'm applying DD continuously. I hope that you hear some keystrokes here also. So like this, it could be deleted. Once you deleted, there is no control Z. There is no control Z here. In MS operating systems, Microsoft operating systems, if you take MS Word or some other kind of word editing pads, so you have a facility to get back that particular data here. So here you don't have any control Z here. It is so directly Ubuntu operating system. Mine is so I mean my system is the server and it is the client. Both will be client and the server. So that I have some look at this some so whatever the menu bar is available here. So within this particular menu bar edit also you could see copy, paste, and select all preferences. Only these are there. You don't have any redo, undo could not be available here. You could observe here. I don't know how far this will be visible to you. I don't know, but you could observe copy. So paste as HTML, paste, select all preferences. Only these 5 different types of operations are available. You could not have any redo and undo. So therefore, you don't have any redo and undo in terms of VI editor. So that is what you need to remember. Be careful while writing any kind of files in VI editor. Then, so this is what I'd like to specify here. Then how could you come back? I mean, how could you save and come back from the VI editor? To save, you need to, I mean, save a file. So, and come back from this particular thing. So escape, you need to operate escape first. Okay, let me put the icon. So escape, after escaping, so you need to specify, okay, after escaping, so you have to operate 2 different types of commands here. First escape, then colon small WQ. So here colon is the command where exactly, so the file operations are going to be happen. File operations in the sense, so let me open one particular, okay, here it is, notepad could be opened by me at this moment. So if you specify notepad, so look at this, within this particular notepad, file, new window, open, save as, something like this. All these operations are related to file. And these are operations which are related to, so edit, something like that. if you want to operate file related operations, that is saving, without saving, quitting, something like that, all these things will be gets operated, then what shall we have to do here is, so you have to start your command with colon followed by W in the sense saving, completely save the file, whatever the content so far, whatever the modifications so far you have operated, that must be, so that must be saved to your file. And then quit from the Q in the sense quit, Q in the sense that is quitting. You just come out from the VI editor and place your cursor at the dollar symbol, that is the prompt of Linux or Unix. So okay, this is what you are supposed to do. Let me show you. So escape, I have given escape here. So how could you confirm if escape will be given into consideration? How could you consider here in the sense, after escaping, so your flow lines will be worked without any, so generating some kind of codes here. So that is what you need to remember here. Yes, escape has been operated. Then go ahead with colon. As and when you have to, colon will be typed by you. As and when you have to type colon by you, at a status bar, your commands will be executed at your status bar here. So let me operate colon. You can see. So this is the status bar where exactly colon will be gets operated. WQ. If I would operate WQ, obviously WQ followed by enter key, it will be comes out from the VI editor. Okay. So for saving, okay, for saving and quitting from the, so let me, okay, saving and quitting from the VI editor, you are supposed to use escape followed by colon, so WQ and then enter key, okay. So these will be gets operated by you. And sometimes you people wants to, so I don't want to save, so unknowingly or so suddenly some data has been lost by operating double D. So you are not interested to delete that particular line, but unknowingly double D is operated by you, so that your entire line has been deleted. I want to recover it. Already I told you that there is no control Z. I mean, redo, undo operations are not there in VI editor. Then what shall we have to do? What shall we have to do in the sense? Similarly, here also same kind of operations you have to done. So escape, you have to operate escape. So without saving and come out from the, without saving the file. So without saving, how could you come back from the so VI editor? So first of all, you need to operate escape and then colon instead of WQ. So Q. So exclamation mark. Q exclamation mark will be gets operated. Then you could so not save the modifications so far happened. Okay. So let us see how this could be gets work out here. So let me show you CAT greater than FILE2 file 2. So this is a sample file created by CAT command. Will be modifying using VI editor. Okay. And this, okay, however, whatever it may be, let me save this one. So CAT FILE2 here. Look at this. These are the lines. 3 lines are available. Okay, if you have any questions, so let me. Okay, look at this. Three lines are there. Now I will go ahead with VI editor to open this file FILE2. Then it will be open. So let me move here and there. Suddenly, I don't know, DD has been operated. So one line has been deleted. Really, I don't want to delete that particular line. So suddenly, unknowingly, DD has been operated so that it has been deleted. Then how could you recover? So recover in the sense you don't save the contents. Whatever the modifications happened just before, you don't save that one. So escape, so colon, so Q explanation. If you operate this one, it will be comes out. And if you open the same file by using VI editor or CAT command, so there is no modification here. So look at this. The line will be as it is. You could see the line will be available as it is. So therefore, what exactly you are supposed to, these are the 4 commands which are useful for you. These are the 4 commands which are useful for you. There are many other commands. I'll send one particular document to you. You please go through for the modifications which have been took place using VA editor. VA editor is a big editor. Many people are using right now also. However, whatever it may be, so these are the different types of commands which are useful for us. For editing A and insert I, then followed by non-editing mode. Anywhere else you have to paste your cursor and apply escape, then it will be comes to non-editing mode. Wanted to, these commands will be XX, XR, DD, however, whatever it may be, everything will be done. So in non-editing mode only. In editing mode, X is a character which could be inserted into that particular line. Whereas in non-editing mode only, if you operate X, this could be, character will be deleted. So delete a character X and delete a line. So it will becomes, so one line can be deleted completely, and then wanted to save and come back to the prompt. Yes, you could operate something like this without saving, without saving and so without saving, come out from the particular thing for not modifying, not saving the modification so far happened within the file. So you maybe take this particular command here. So these are very much important commands. So that regularly we are supposed to use using VA editor. And if you have any obstacles to use this VA editor, so that you are don't use this particular thing. If you face any kind of problems with this one, so better to use Nano. Nano is very simple editor, and which is very much useful, and do some kind of modifications with like as such as so Notepad in Windows. So it could be very useful. You could move your data, your line, your cursor right away from anywhere else to anywhere else by using flow lines. Such kind of editing, non-editing mode, these modes are not available within so this particular nano command here. Nano editor here. So that yes, so that you have to use Nano will be the best option to use this one, Nano file 2. So here also in Nano also you could not you could do redo and undo could be happen here. Yes, redo undo will be MI-U and MI-E. So you can see MI-U will be the undo, MI-E will be the redo. So you please check out all these things, and you please verify while doing some kind of exercise using your laptops or using your desktops here. So I am interested to specify only Control X, because Control X is used to save the contents or save the modifications so far you did, and come back or come out from the Nano editor to command prompt of the Unix or Linux here. Okay, these are the 2 editors which are very much useful for us, and you could go ahead and use any one of these. There is no problem for creating any kind of file or programs for us. Okay, so however, let me introduce some more commands to you. These commands are useful for you. So while giving any kind of information to the others in terms of providing date and calendars here, date is one particular command which is used to provide today's date. So today's date in the sense, what the system has been maintaining, the same date will be displayed to you. Not exactly today. If system is maintaining today's date, yes, it could be displayed. However, whatever the system which has been maintaining today, so that could be given here. Then followed by, calendar, CAL. Calendar in the sense CAL, it could be displayed. If you operate CAL, present month information will be displayed. What is the present month? That particular month's information will be completely displayed here. Wanted to provide or wanted to display, so complete, let me, because I have to make this font somewhat smaller, because I'd like to show you complete calendar here. Wanted to display complete calendar, CAL-Y. If you take -Y, so it has been displayed complete year. Look at this. So 2020, and right away from January to complete information, so up to December here, you could see everything, complete information. Wanted to display So if you want to display some other year 2035, yes, 2035, yes, it could be displayed. So go ahead and look at the 2035. Yes, year is 2035, and whatever the year you are expected to display, yes, you must go ahead and display that particular year here. How could you display? So that particular calendar with an year here in the sense hyphen, there is a switch hyphen y followed by whatever the year you have to mention. The number has been mentioned here. It could be display complete calendar of that particular year here. Okay. So these are the two different things which are useful for us. And look at this. Date is more and more probable things will be used while you are operating some kind of commands with date only. But calendar could not be used by us. That is just for fun only. Okay. So these are the two commands which are useful for us. And as far as files are being concerned, I'd like to introduce one more command to you. That command is CMP, compare, CMP. So let me introduce one more command here. That is CMP, compare two files. So if both files are same without any modifications, everything is same, then it could be display some information. Otherwise, both files are not same, from which byte onwards the files has been, so not same will be displayed here. CMP file 1 followed by file 2. You need to take two files as information here, I mean inputs here. So let me show you how this could be. So okay, let me increase some more, then you could understand very easily. ls-l. What are the files we have? File 1, file 2. Okay. CAT file 1. Okay. CAT file 2. Okay. Let me copy CP FILE, sorry, FILE 2 to FILE 3. Let me make a copy. Okay. ls-l. You could see one more file has been created. So the same file has been took place here. So the same operations will be took place here. Contents of these two files are same. There is no difference at all because I have made a one more copy of this one. So let me compare these two. CMP file 2 space file 3. So look at this. No difference at all. So therefore there is no output here. There is no output for you. Both are same. And let me open one particular file, FILE2, and made some kind of modification here. Let me modify something here. This file is a sample file. I would like to put full stop here. Control X, save yes, yes. Now, if I were to go ahead and execute the same command, look at this. File 1 and file 2 and file 3 are differ at byte number 22. Okay, at a byte number 22, these two have been differed. Remaining everything is common, but at a byte number 22, file 1, file 2 is differed with the file 3 here. So this command is useful, very much useful. CMP is very much useful when two or more people will be send their assignments to a particular teacher. If things will be as it is, let me say, if things will be, I mean, whatever the content which have been typed by first person has been copied by second person and sent same kind of assignment to the teacher using CMP, he may be compared. If CMP first person's assignment file and second person's assignment file will be given and it could not be give any kind of output, then immediately we will I mean the teacher will be identifies, yes, both are same, so that those two people have been copied. We don't know exactly who will be created first and who will be created next, but copying could be done by these two people, something like that. It could be very useful. And so to compare such kind of things, yes, it could be very much useful. So something like this. Okay, so this is the specification where exactly I would like to deliver to you today's lecture. Okay, CMP file name. Today we have discussed two different types of editors. Editor one is Nano and second editor is VI. Nano is Nano doesn't have any restrictions. It could be worked out as like as Notepad in Windows. VI have many number of restrictions. Too many number of restrictions are there in a VI editor. A VI editor will be available in editing and non-editing mode. Wanted to make by default, VI editor will be open your file in non-editing mode. Wanted to make that non-editing mode to editing mode, you must operate so A or I. A will be for appending mode. So where exactly you have to place your cursor. If you apply A, it will be moved to next column or next character. I in the sense it will be available at the same place. Okay. So if you want to come from editing to non-editing, anywhere else you have to place your cursor and apply escape, it will be immediately come to non-editing mode. Wanted to delete a character, so place your VI editor in non-editing mode and apply X, it will be delete a single character. So DD, it will be deleted whole line at once. Wanted to save colon WQ, escape and colon WQ followed by enter key. So wanted to save without wanted to quit without saving the contents, then colon Q exclamation mark. So these are the particular operations which are useful for you. And the compare is always trying to compare two different types of files, whether they are equal in size and characters which are available within the file, everything. So compare file 1 and file 2. You maybe operate something like this to compare the two files which are useful for you. I mean, this is useful for the teachers to check out whether so assignments will be equal or are there any difference between two assignments? So something like that. So these are the comments which I would like to introduce today. And tomorrow already we have discussed, if you observe very carefully, so we have already discussed so what is a file and what are the directories and what are the permissions. Of course, inodes has not been discussed by me for this particular unit. Inodes have not been discussed, and I have given what are the directory hierarchy and the file attributes and permissions already given, and change mode, the file change mode chmod has given to you, and everything. Of course, inode has not been discussed so far, and chown could not be worked out at this particular situation because I have only one user with me, and only one user has been connected to this particular system, so that it could not be shown to you using my file. So look at this. If I would operate, there are two more commands. So WHO, who are connected to this particular system. If you operate this one, look at this. Always only one user will be gets connected here. That is Gopi. And who am I? So there is no answer for this one because only one user is available, so that there is no distinction. Who am I? Look at this. There is no answer for this one. If who am I could not be gives any kind of response, obviously ch, what is that? Ch owner could not be worked out. This could not be worked out here. And chgrp, I mean ch owner in the sense change owner, that is the meaning here. Change group, this is the meaning of this one here. So that these two commands could not be worked out with a single user system here. Single user system in the sense server and the user will be same. If you consider in the same situation, so this could not be worked out here in a proper way. So I am unable to show you how these two could be worked out in this particular scenario. So I like to show you as and when we will come onto the college premises. Therefore, you people will be, so all of you have different users, and you people will be switch on your systems and you have to connect it. Then yes, many users will be there. So therefore, you may be change the ownership of one particular file from you to your friend or somewhere else. So that could be done. So these two commands could not be shown to you. Okay. So therefore, except inodes and except command substitution. Command substitution. Tomorrow I shall give you, and giving multiple commands at the same time. So I shall give you by tomorrow. So by tomorrow we will finish off these two different what do you call, units without any hesitation here. I'll also give you some notes by tomorrow itself. Okay. So this is what the class today. I'm running out of time also right now. So only less than a minute is available with me. So if you have any questions, I shall be available up to 5:30 in the evening. You shall ping me at any moment of time. So I'll clarify your doubts. Okay.